What's up, guys? We're making my favorite meal tonight. It's 11:30. I just got back from the gym. I know I'm crazy. However, we have about 1,000 calories to make up in macros, so let's get to it. I'm gonna show you my favorite thing to make late at night. Brings me back home. All right, here's a hack. You have a sweet potato and you need to cook it fast. Now the problem is that what happens is if I were to cut this up and throw it directly into the skillet, it would just burn on the outside and it wouldn't get soft on the inside. So I don't have a lot of time because obviously it's late at night. So what I do, I take a knife and I just puncture and make little holes in the sweet potato. And now I'm gonna take it and put it in the microwave. Let's do 2 minutes. Now microwaves, what they do is they cook things from the inside out. So actually, we're gonna cook the inside of the sweet potato and then we're gonna throw it in the skillet and get that nice browning. Okay, sweet potato's out. I'm gonna cut the ends off. Going to weigh this sucker, 70 grams. All right, now be careful with these because I was cooking it from the inside out, it's hot. Especially there's steam emitting from these little holes. The other thing is that if you cook it too long in the microwave, when you go to cut the sweet potato, it'll like mash up and get really messy. So there's like a perfect science to it, but it depends on the size of the sweet potato, so you never get it right. You have good days and bad days, guys. This is pretty good. Look at that, nice clean cut. Clean cut, clean cut. All right, don't judge my knife skills. I know you're supposed to not do that. Then we cut these. See, it's starting to mash a little bit. I just cut them into little cubes. That's 70 grams of sweet potatoes. You'll see how much calories that is later. Not very much, but just enough. Our old reliable, 0 calorie, 0 calorie, 0 calorie, 0 calorie. Bam. Bam. Brown those up. We're gonna use half a can of these Trader Joe's black beans, 370 divided by 2, so some more carbs in there, but this is, look at the protein on that. So it's carb source, but protein as well, and 0 fat, guys. Trader Joe's black beans. This was $1. $1. Do you know our method here? We're gonna keep this on the scale until it zeroes out, and then whatever we take out is what we eat. Now we're doing this in the skillet now because it's frozen and it takes longer to cook. Remember, we always cook the things that take longer to cook first. That way everything comes out at the right time. All right, that's cooking in there, negative 160. That's about 2 servings, 60 calories. So look at all that I got in there. 60 calories. It's broccoli action, same idea. Zero that out, bam. 87 grams of broccoli. We're gonna go with that. So about 25 calories of broccoli. Now you're saying, Eric, why would I waste my calories on broccoli? It's gonna make you feel better, you're gonna get more volume, and it's gonna make me not want tortilla chips to fill my stomach. I'm just gonna swirl this around, make sure that not one side of the food is on the burner forever so that it doesn't burn. All right, same thing with the corn. We've got the corn on here. And we can go overboard with this corn. Corn is a pretty starchy vegetable, so we're not going to use too much. Let's see what we got there. 25 grams. Out of 84 grams, roughly about a third. That's pretty good. That's about 35 calories. We'll figure it all out later. Write it down though, because you probably will forget, and you'll be so ravenous wanting to eat this feast that you'll forget every single little thing you put in there and how much. So if you're not used to doing this, write it down on a piece of paper or on your phone or whatever. Ground turkey, Trader Joe's. This was $2.50, guys. 4 ounces, it's 160 calories, 21 grams of protein. You can get leaner meat than this. However, this is a nice balance between lean and not lean, and it was the cheapest. So we're on a budget here in New York. Most of you will not eat this amount of meat. However, I am. And so I'm not gonna measure it because I know I'm gonna eat every single last bit. And this is a 16 ounce, 1 pound package. However, be careful if you are handling your meat, to not get it everywhere, wash your hands, sterilize, blah, blah, blah. But also, make sure that when you're weighing the meat, you specify whether it is raw or cooked. If you tend to cook your meat and then weigh it, then it's actually a different amount than if you were to have weighed it raw. Because what happens is when you cook things, it loses moisture, therefore it loses weight. So it's actually like 3 ounces to 4 ounces. It makes a big deal. Anyway, it's easier for me just to eat everything. All right, we're gonna brown this up. Here's another tip. If you want to drain that liquid, that will reduce the fat. It won't reduce all the fat, but I bet you'll be able to get about 50% of it out there. So just another pro tip if you want to save some money, drain that out. All right, now here's the time that we're gonna add a little bit of black bean. There we go. So we're gonna mix that in, and then we're gonna mix that in, and then we're gonna put sweet potato chips in there, and then we're gonna put salsa, and then we're gonna put cheese. Oh my gosh, so excited, so hungry. Guys, another tip, these bags of chips, these tortilla chips, sometimes these serving sizes can get a little wonky. This is about 9 chips. Anytime you see about anything, that means they don't know what they're talking about. Weigh it out, 28 grams, it's really easy. Let's do an experiment, all right? So I have my bowl here. I'm gonna do about 9 chips, okay? And we're gonna see if this actually is about 9 chips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look at that, people, 23 grams. That's 9 chips? No, some of those probably broke in there. I can actually have more. I can have 10 chips. I can have 11 chips. I can have 11 chips. You shorted me 2 chips. That makes all the difference. I got 11 chips in there, people. Crumble it. So there's a lot of distribution in my masterpiece. I'm gonna put that in there. I've also lowered the heat, as you can see, because I don't want these getting all soggy in there. So you can control this. I'm almost done. I don't need to cook anything now. This is just staying warm, technically. We have the fancy shredded light Mexican blend cheese from Trader Joe's. Now, this isn't the cheese I would prefer right now. I would really like space cheese. I call it space cheese anyway. It's actually the Kraft fat-free cheddar. However, you only get that in Walmart, which doesn't exist in New York, so we have to deal with this. So we have to be careful. I can't have like a whole freaking handful of cheese. I have to weigh it out. So again, we're going for 1 serving here. 80 calories. Another really cool find at Trader Joe's, Hatch Valley salsa. This is technically just a green chili tomatillo sauce, but it is sourced from my hometown. Well, not my hometown. I'm not from Hatch in Mexico, but pretty much the same thing. Looks great, low calorie. Look at that. 1 serving is only 10 calories. That's pretty common with hot sauces and stuff like that. So really, really tasty. We're gonna throw that on top, and then we're all done. Guys, I also forgot red onion. Adds a crunch and acidity. Red onion is one of the spicier onions, and I really love it. Probably one of my favorite vegetables. There is a better way to cut this. Don't follow my knife technique. Now you're probably saying, Eric, that looks like a lot of red onion. You can eat that whole thing? Well, look at what I have to eat, people. I'm eating that whole thing. That will be gone. The whole thing, 1,000 calories, all right? But like I said, there's probably 3 servings. There they go. 85 carb, 18 fat, 131 protein, 23 fiber. And there's the final product, people. Now that's probably one of 3 bowls I can make from this entire skillet. You probably would only want 1 bowl. I'm gonna eat the whole thing. It is now 12:01, so that took me roughly 30 minutes, and that's like with filming everything, so it could be done. See you later, guys.